So tired of talking about this stupid company, to be honest. They're just so dumb at the end of the day. Like, seriously, it's just a joke at this point. Anyways, let's see. Let's see what's happening. Let's find
So
out.
recently, we've been talking a lot about Nijisanji English's AR live concert that happened. And, you know, like I said in many of those videos, the concert went really well. A lot of Nijisanji fans were extremely happy about it. The Nijisanji fandom as a whole has been extremely happy about how...
You mean the Nijisanji Defenders and the Nijisanji Sisters and the Nijisanji Cockriders and the Nijisanji gobble these fucking nuts on Nijisanji's cock all the damn time? Yeah, of course they're gonna like it, you know? At the end of the day, you know, they're defending, you know, they're gonna defend that company until their last dying breath, you know? They can't DMCA me.
It was, and talking about how much they love the event. And in those videos, we talked about how ex-Nijisanji livers also appeared in there and how people were excited about that. But we also talked about how a lot of people thought maybe Nijisanji didn't have the rights to put those Nijisanji livers inside of the concert. We also talked about K9 Kuro of Shoujo talking about drama farmers in the last video, and today we're going to talk more about that, why that happened, and Kuro going on some rants about drama farmers as well.
What is going on here? What the fuck is happening, to be honest? Jesus Christ. Holy cow. Nijisanji is DMCAing anyone posting AR live screenshots. Yeah, I'm not doing any of that.
Before we talk about any of that, I want to take a look over at Trigger Point because they have received a DMCA takedown notice on Twitter saying Nijisanji is DMCAing anyone.
I've already seen the screenshots already, and like the videos too as well on top of that.
From your account in response to the DMCA takedown notice copied at the bottom of this email, and is the tweet that we talked about in our first video on AR Live of Trigger Point, kind of making fun of the event, much like many people have been doing. People have been sharing screenshots of the event talking about how they don't like how it looked because the AR Live event didn't look the greatest, I will be honest. But as I've said many times, that doesn't really matter. People can say they don't like it, they can say they don't like the way the models look, and that shouldn't matter because Nijisanji fandom as a whole really loved the event, and that's all that...
You mean the Nijisanji defenders that will fucking defend this company because like they did nothing wrong? I'm looking through the things I can get with points, and holy shit, these are deranged. These are deranged. I need to start saving up points for real. Yeah. After the concert, everything is gonna be changed out around a little bit, so...
that should matter at the end of the day. People outside of the fandom disliking how the models look shouldn't necessarily matter to Nijisanji and Nijisanji fans, at least. When it comes to them DMCAing people posting screenshots of the event and talking about it, I do personally think that's weird. I know they said, you know, please don't screenshot or post clips of the event, which is completely understandable, but they should not be DMCAing or copyright striking anyone that is actually posting screenshots and comparing it to other, you know, projects or...
Yes, they can. They can do that because it's their IP, and they literally said do not do it. And it's a company thing. They can do whatever they want with their IPs anyway. So they literally can do whatever the fuck they want to do. It's their IPs. They'll DMCA anyone who, you know. And they literally said it on Twitter. Just don't do it. And then Lord and behold, of course, you know. At the same time, right? It's the internet, right? You tell the internet what not to do, they're gonna fucking do it. It's just obvious, okay? All right, it's just obvious what they're gonna do. That's it, okay? All right.
Or concerts from VTuber agencies. I said this on stream, but DMCAing or copyright striking people for posting an image of the concert is like if an anime studio copyright struck someone for posting an image of an anime character. That's what that feels like.
I love the internet. Yeah.
The only person that's been copyright struck as well. I know others that have had a DMCA takedown and have had their Twitter account suspended for posting images of the live. If you're posting clips of it or like full-on videos of the concert, sure, you should receive a copyright strike. That's literally just uploading their content that was paid for. Whatever, I'm not gonna defend those people, but posting a screenshot of it, come on. Like Rima posted this image here saying V4 Mirai versus Nijisanji AR live comparisons. V4 Mirai is not even a year-old agency yet, and on the left is V4 Mirai's models for their concert, and on the right is
I'm not gonna lie,
V4 models and how they...
Not gonna lie, V4 Mirai's like 3D models or so, they look fucking fantastic. They look really great, you know, well, compared to Petroguro's one, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. That Extendo Neko doesn't look very good. I'll be honest with you. So, yeah, looks pretty. Looks pretty bad.
The AR concert look. Like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with comparing these images at all. You should not receive a DMCA strike for this, and Rima hasn't. So maybe Nijisanji isn't going to just DMCA anyone talking about or posting screenshots of this, or maybe they just haven't gotten to Rima yet, which I'm sorry, Rima, if I'm putting you on blast. Yeah, on the right is generally what the concert looked like, and I'll be honest, the models aren't the best, and it sucks considering that Nijisanji is a billion-dollar company while V4 Mirai is not. So when it comes to
Yeah. There's like a huge difference between both of these two because one of them is a more well-known and popular company compared to the one on the left, at least, you know.
Nijisanji copyright striking people on Twitter or, giving them DMCA takedowns, it's stupid. I don't think they should be doing it, but, whatever. They own the copyright. Let them do whatever they want. They're not going to stop. So please let me know what you all think about that down below, as I want to take another look over at Rima. Because the other day when the AR Live happened, Kuro tweeted out, I think I was sleepwalking or something, because apparently people heard my voice at a concert. And a lot of people misinterpreted what Kuro meant by this. A lot of people thought Kuro meant like he didn't know he was going to be in the concert, or he was upset about it. And Rima tweeted out, nah, they did not completely remove Mista's voice from the concert, questioning it. And then Rima went on to talk about other issues that happened in the AR Live. This ended up getting a reply from someone that said they already had them recorded and okayed. People would be mad if they removed them. I loved it. In regards to technical mishaps, what mishaps? Besides Billy and complicated copyright, that's probably getting worked on and probably not even Nijisanji's fault. The stream ran in 1080p, no problem. Kuro is not suggesting that was a mistake. He's just being a tease like always when it comes to his past. With Shark Stark replying, what kind of weed did they put in your copium tank, bro? Which actually ended up getting a response from Kuro himself saying, coming from Mr. Kuro himself, how is this copium, sir? I don't know what point this original poster is trying to make, but it is so cringe to see me and others taken out of context to spin their own narrative to hate on other entities or people. Immediately after Kuro replied to this, Rima replied to Kuro and said, oh my god, I completely misunderstood what you meant by this. My bad, I'll take down the post. Apologizing because again, Rima and a lot of others misunderstood what Mista said and thought he was upset about the situation. Unfortunately though, Rima ended up getting a lot of responses from people upset with her saying, and no one is gonna believe this. People replying, you're just sorry because you got caught, get wrecked actually. Others saying, nah, it's intentional, you got caught red-handed, bro. And also people quote retweeting Rima saying, you deleted that because you got called out by the man himself, but not all the other blatant misinformation that several people pointed out. You are a pathetic embarrassment, and I hope you have something else lined up for you when you genuinely start running out of material. Another one saying, no one believes it's a misunderstanding. We know it's your need to twist things to fit your narrative because all you've been doing is that to fit your anti-agenda.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's just the way how he tweeted it, right? Granted, like we all know this for a fact, right? When you're like texting to somebody or like writing out or tweeting out something, right? Like you may be saying it in a certain way that you know how it is, right? But then when you're tweeting it out or texting it to somebody, right, and they read it in like in a different emotion, so they don't. So there's like you can't really convey emotions in like text, format. Like that's literally like the only like this happened to me like multiple times where like I had a couple friends who were like upset at me and they thought that I was being like serious and everything like that, and I'm like, no, I'm not being serious, because they thought the way how I was like texting. How I was texting them or sending them messages or anything like that, you know, because it just doesn't translate very well when you're like, you know, when you do the, you know, because it does sound a little bit like, you know he is like, you know, it does sound like he's not happy with it. So yeah, it's just how you read it. It just doesn't translate well, you know, from someone who's receiving it every single time. So yeah, you know, yeah. My game theory is that the concert was a money laundering scheme. That's why there was no refunds. Okay, buddy.
Thing is, this whole situation was made even worse because Kuro went on his alt account to rant even more about this. He said, like, is the VTuber community completely cooked in the brain?
Oh, is this his alt account? I didn't even know. Blue Moo Goo Shu Drew Shu True Koo 2. Okay.
Or what. Adding on, bro, I'm in such a bad mood right now, like drama farmers are actual cancer. Going on to then make this entire tweet that we talked about in the last—
Jesus Christ, bro, get off the look, as much as like I don't hate Kuro, right? I don't hate Kuro, but Jesus Christ, bro. I think you need to get off the internet, in my personal opinion. So God, just go talk to a friend or something. Fucking A, dude. God, lordy lord. I think the most frustrating thing for me is how much shit I've gotten in over the years, but when I looked at these little randoms who advocate for someone who they believe is right, they are 9,000% more dedicated, toxic, and arrogant to ever change their opinions. It just makes me think that what's the point of even trying to apologize or try to be a better person? People realize the only way they get traction is to drama farm and bandwagon whatever opinion is popular at the time and switch whenever the general consensus has changed. Like, look at yourself. Look at your Twitter profile. Honestly, so embarrassing. There's a difference between having an opinion and pushing your delusions to become real by manipulating anything you can to fit your something and neglect other things that you would support from other something. Ain't no way, bruh. Ay, ay, ay.
last video that reads, I think the most frustrating thing for me is how much shit I've gotten in over the years, but when I looked at these literal randoms who advocate for someone they believe is right, they are 9,000 times more dedicated, toxic, and arrogant to ever change their opinions. It just makes me think, what's the point of even trying to apologize or try to be a better person?
No, it
People
really does not
realize
look
the
good on
only way
anyone,
they get
so
traction is to drama farm and bandwagon whatever opinion is popular at the time.
like you'll never see me, you'll never ever see me go on Twitter and like rant and like go on a rant or anything like that. You'll never ever see me do that. Like seriously. I feel like it just doesn't look very good. Like, especially like if you have an alt account, right? He has an alt account, right? So it's just kind of like, you know, it's not great.
Switch whenever the general consensus is changed. Like, look at yourself. Look at your Twitter profile. Honestly, so embarrassing. There's a difference between having an opinion and pushing your delusions to become real by manipulating anything you can fit your narrative and neglect other things that you would support from other parties. Ain't no way, bruh. And when I covered this yesterday, people were like, you know he's talking about you, right? And I don't care. I don't care if Kuro's talking about me because he's wrong. I've changed my opinion multiple times when I was wrong about something, and I've corrected myself multiple times when I was wrong.
Yeah, I feel like Kuro is just like, it's just doing this out of like spite at this point. Like that internet stuff is just pure on emotions right there. He's just like literally just mad and ticked off. That's it. Like literally just because someone like mistranslated something because the way how you wrote it, they don't understand how you are as a person, okay? Kuro, you're literally a person who is on the internet, who is famous, okay? Everybody doesn't know you on a personal level, okay? They can know you like a little bit, okay? They can know you a little bit, right? Like when you're streaming and everything like that. But the problem is that like they're not gonna understand you. Like if I was reading that tweet in and on itself, right? Like this tweet here that he decided to post, right? I think I was sleepwalking or something because apparently people heard my voice at a concert. It's kind of like, you know, how do you want me to translate this? You know, it does sound like he's kind of like, you know, it just, you know, if you were to worded it differently, you know, it'd be like, oh, I heard my voice was at a concert. I have no issues or anything with it. You know, I think your wording would have been better personally, you know, that's just in my opinion, right? And like at the end of the day, right? Nobody knows who you are. The only people who know who you are your friends. Your closest friends will know how you are specifically, but people on the internet are not going to know you know, the way how you're wording things differently, you know, because I've gotten almost in these situations same as well back in the past or so when talking to friends and stuff like that. So, you know, hey, you know, if Rima just got it, you know, wrong, well, at least she deleted the post and that's it. Okay, like it's just kind of like you know, it's not really a big deal. It's not like she says like, no, I'm still gonna keep it up. You know, it's not like she's gonna keep it up and everything like that, right? Like it's not literally like, you know, it's just whatevs, you know.
Multiple times when I was wrong about something. But in general regards to the situation, this happened because Kuro was upset with Rima's tweet, claiming that Rima was spinning some sort of narrative when that's not what happened at all. This person quote retweeted Kuro saying Rima wasn't wrong, and why even reply to small accounts? Not to Rima herself, calling Kuro a coward. You know very well what point she was making and you're being disingenuous about it or stupid. Celine was removed, Pomu and yours wasn't. With Gator quote retweeting this, putting this situation the best, saying what happened is everyone misinterpreted Kuro's tweet.
There you go. That's it. It's just misinterpreted the tweet. That's it. That's honestly just generally it. Like on the whole situation. Oh my god, dude. This guy is just definitely This is why you'll never see me. Yeah, there it is. There it is. It's not fucking rocket science, and Kuro decided to like go off the deep end for some apparent reason and getting his like emotions entangled with it, you know? He could have just been like, no, you guys are getting, he could have literally came at it at a level head and be like, no guys, it's not what you guys think, it's not what you guys think, it's not, this is not how the way I was thinking, okay? I was doing it like this and this and this, okay? I know, but at the end of the day, right, she's not spinning it in a bad narrative.
Thinking he was implying that he didn't know about his voice being used because of the way he worded it. People thought Niji didn't have the right to use the voice when they did. It was probably part of their exit contracts that they retain rights to all content previously produced. Celine was the only person that didn't sign an exit contract, so hers was the only one completely removed. Plus, it would be horribly bad PR for them if they kept hers. That's my understanding at least. Kuro misunderstood where Rima was coming from and I think was a little unnecessarily hostile. She didn't imply Niji was doing anything illegal, so Kuro could have at least said something to her instead of clapping back at her in a reply to someone else. Adding on, Rima is getting a lot of undeserved hate from Kuro's and Niji and fans over it. Celine's voice was removed and it was easy to misinterpret what Kuro said based on that. He could have said something to her and not someone trolling in the replies. So I found that situation really dumb and just want to talk about it. Please let me know what you all.
Yeah, no, like 100%, like just Kuro is just completely in the wrong here. He could have just literally just went in there and just say, no guys, it's not like that, you know, Rimu or so. It's just, I was just kind of like, you know, I didn't word it in you know, Rima, or my bad, Rima, you know, I didn't mean it in that sort of nature, right? You know, because the problem is like you kind of interpret this in a very kind of like wrong way, right? I think I was sleepwalking or something because apparently people heard my voice at a concert, so it's kind of like, you know, it can be interpreted in any ways, and then, well, Rima took it and interpreted it in her way, and then she thought that you were being negative or something like that. It's a small mistake. She deleted it, you know, it's not that big of a deal, you know, but for you to go to your second account, right? So what I just noticed, right, this just proves that almost basically like every single VTuber has a second account. And then they like to fucking tweet out or so when there's a problem or something like that on their second account, which is kind of like, I'm just kind of like, hey man, you know, if you have the balls or something, you know, why don't you say it on your main account? You know, I'm just saying. You know, I don't have a second account. I don't. I only have one account because I can't be bothered to fucking make a second account. But yeah. Can I get a rating on my Hear Me Out character? Hear Me Out character? What do you mean? I don't even know what that means. Hey, Tiv. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you've been doing well, Tiv. But yeah, it's just kind of like, you know, they just misinterpreted. That's it, bro. It's not that fucking deep, okay, Kuro? Jesus Christ. Holy cow. Grow a pair of balls, for fuck's sakes. Anyways. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video anyways. I don't know, just me personally, it's you know, if you're gonna start acting like this, you know, you're gonna well deserve to act, you know, and you know, you're gonna get slapped around for being stupid. Okay, all right. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who you are. You can be the fucking president of a fucking country with all I care. I'm still gonna talk down to you if you're being stupid at the end of the day. So you may be big, I may be small, but it doesn't give you the right because we are all on the same platform. So it just doesn't matter. Just some of us just struck gold, okay? Some of us just got lucky is all, you know, and that's how it is. Anyways, you know, that's the end of the video anyways. You know, comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy, jazzy stuff, and I'll definitely catch you guys on the next video.